Hey guys, welcome, and today we have ingredients here to make a miso noodle soup. First we have half an onion and 2 garlic cloves. We'll be frying them soon, but let's set them aside. To make our soup base, I use gochujan, a Korean chili paste, and miso paste. These will give us the savoury taste profile of our soup. Next up, we have our flavouring oils, which is going to give a bit more jazz to our soup. We have sesame oil here and chili oil if you want a bit more spice. Now that we have everything together, let's get cooking. First, the fried onions and the fried garlic. Now, I had already made one of these yesterday and it only needs half an onion. So with the other half, let's just peel it. Cut the top. Cut the butt. And give it a slice. Just a nice, easy slice. Now the garlic. A good way to get the skin off is give it a good firm squish. And another squish. And the papery skin will just come right off. Very easy. Very nice. And that's one thing I like to do with garlic is once the skin is removed is give it another good hard bang. And that's the top. Mush it up, get the oils out, and I feel that it helps extract more garlic flavour. Here, let's just give it a rough chop, nice rocking chop, and set that aside. Now that our vegetables are prepped, let's get our saucepan ready with some heat and with some oil. We're going to be frying our onions and frying our garlic in here, and we'll also be making our soup base in there. Right, oil looks like it's hot. Let's add in the onions. Get them up. Push them in. Now, I'm not going to be adding the garlic in this stage because garlic can burn very easily. Now, what we're looking to achieve with the onions as we're frying them is get them crispy, to get them dark, get them real deep caramelized flavors in there. Now, onions can be very sweet when you really give them the time to express that sweetness. Let's also give it a crack of pepper, just why not? Give it a bit of seasoning. Now we've been going at this for a few minutes now. The onions have softened, they're starting to crisp up, and it's around this time you want to teleport your garlic into the saucepan. Nice. And now you know that the garlic will be ready when there's a nice aroma coming out of the saucepan. That's what we're looking for. It's getting there nice and crispy, getting some dark bits. I might have had the temperature a bit too high. This is the kind of thing where you need to give the onions the time. Time to express how sweet they can be. There we go. Nice and crispy, nice and fried. That's probably as far as I'll take it. So let's decant this into our bowl to make way for the soup. For our soup, we will be using the miso paste. I tend to use roughly half a tablespoon of this. The miso is there to give a savoury, salty taste to the soup. Solid foundation. Next up, we have our gochujan, the Korean chili paste. As you might imagine, it gives some spice, almost similar to sriracha. So add as much as you like a spicy soup. Now, get the kettle on. Now here I'm just warming up the paste, and it's also a good time to add half a beef stock cube. This is just to give a bit more depth, a bit more savoury flavour. You could use beef, you could use chicken, vegetables, or nothing. Whatever, it's your soup. Now, once your water is boiled, add it to the saucepan, and it's less messy if you remove your spoon beforehand. Get the paste off the spoon. Give it a little wangle jangle. Now we're at the stage where we can add our noodle basket. Now this is a very standard common egg noodle basket, and this is about size for one portion. So let's add it. Now it'll take a few minutes for the noodles to soften and break up. After a few minutes you may be wanting to add your flavouring oils. I like to use chili oil. Now for this you have to give the jar a bit of a shake, loosen up the chili flakes that rest at the bottom. I'm a spicy kind of guy, so I'm going to use maybe 2/3 tablespoon. That looks enough. Add that to the soup. Now that's just not, it's not just heat with that, there's also a little bit of garlic in that oil. There's other savouriness in there. Now I've tasted the soup and I kind of feel that there needs to be a sweetness in there. So I just added some oyster sauce, which has both savoury and sweet flavours in there. Looking cooked, so now's the time to add our fried onions and our fried garlic. You could also add other fried vegetables. You could add broccoli, you can add mushrooms, also good. Or if you want, you could also add meats. After a minute or two of cooking, the noodles are ready to serve. So gather them up, lift, and gently place them into your serving bowl. Add the soup. Very nice. And here we have a miso noodle soup. A simple, easy dish that can be customized to your tastes. Now this can be a lunch in of itself or a side for a larger meal, but we're going to take this one step further. Here we're going to add a single fried egg. Now the way I like to fry my eggs is sunny side up with a nice crispy bottom. Carefully crack the egg. Too carefully. Not to worry. Give the egg a shake of salt, a little seasoning, and just leave the egg to sit there and crisp up. Looks like our egg is ready. Now it's time to add it to the noodle soup. So let us lift the pan, add the bowl, and gently pick the egg up, slide it on top of the noodles. Nice. And here we have miso noodle soup with a fried egg. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.